to increase your art sales in 2023. Before I dive into all the things that you're already expecting, such as, how to use the platforms efficiently and the social media, etc., I want to mention one thing in the beginning, and I think it's one of the most important things to get rid of our fears, because we might have a mindset that actually might be stopping us from moving forward. My name is Ece Gurler. I'm an artist coach and art educator, and among my clients, one of the biggest reasons why they couldn't increase their sales in a short amount of time was because they were either afraid of being seen, or they were afraid of the fact that they don't want to look like salesperson, and also they were afraid of money. I'm going to explain that, so bear with me. So being afraid to be seen is basically not putting yourself out there, because then everybody will look at you, your work, and they will have all these opinions that you like it or not. And that feeling really stops you from moving forward sometimes. You want to sell more, you want to make money from your art, but to be that vulnerable going into the public and showing your art to everyone sometimes is difficult. And the second thing is not to come across as a salesperson, because we don't want to sound very salesy. We're artists, right? We don't want to force people to buy our art or force people to buy something that they don't feel like buying. But selling doesn't make you a salesperson. If you find your artwork valuable, if you find your artwork beautiful, then you shouldn't have any problem selling it. If we are selling our arts in the right way, using the right words and the right platforms, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about. If you're not used to asking for money for something that you created, this might be a difficult step for you. Usually this is a curse for people who make a living out of what they love doing. Art process might be easy for you, the art process might be fun for you, so asking money for it might seem a little bit too much. But it's actually not true, because the fact is, you can only create that art piece, nobody else. Social media is now our new marketing platform, so you have to be active on platforms, at least one of the platforms. You can choose among, so many right now: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, LinkedIn. Depending on your customer profile, you can go onto those platforms and start sharing content about your work. Content creation is the new marketing. If you don't know how to create content, or if you don't want to spend time on it, then you can hire somebody to do that for you. If you have a low budget, you can go to fiverr.com and hire somebody there to do those kind of things. Social media platforms are not only good for your marketing, but also for sales as well. I make most of my sales through DMs on Instagram, and people find me mostly from YouTube and Instagram. I do sales calls every week, and I ask them, how did you find me? And usually their response is like, I saw your reels, or I saw you on YouTube, and I thought that you might help me. So when I go to your Instagram account, what am I going to see? Am I going to see what you're doing right away in your bio, in your photos or reels? Can I tell right away if you're a professional or you're doing this as a hobby? Or can I also find information about how to reach you if I needed to? And most importantly, when I look at your reels or your posts, is it obvious that you are taking commissions or these works are for sale? If I'm not seeing any clarifications on that, why am I going to follow you in the first place? Are you responding to your messages genuinely and quickly? That's another thing to consider. Do you follow other people and do you talk to them? Do you say hi when they start following you, and do you say thank you for following me? Or those kind of relationships are really, really important. In social media, we have the danger of forgetting about the fact that these are real people. They're not just numbers. So when we say like, I have 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers, they're not just numbers. They are people, and they have feelings, and they have everyday routines. They are your potential buyers. They are your potential students. So you really need to be careful about that and try to give them as much value as possible. Are you acting like art is your real job or your main job, or you are kind of hiding it. Let me give you an example. You go to a party, you meet new people there, and they ask you what you do. Do you tell them that you are an artist, you sell art, and you take commissions, or you're just saying that, oh, I make art? Because those are two different things. One of them tells me that you are afraid of being seen or being available, and then the second one who says that, oh, I make art, I sell it, and I take commissions, then that means you see yourself professional enough to tell people that you're open for commissions or you're selling art, so that they might buy your art. If not, they might tell other people that you are an artist. Another differentiating factor between professional and hobbyist is when people ask you about your commissions, do you give them your rules right away? You're just like, okay, I take the payment up front, I deliver the commissioned work in a week, it includes shipping, and I don't allow any revisions. These kind of rules make the other people think that, oh, you respect your work and you're a professional, so I'm going to respect that as well. If people think that, oh, you have so many rules, so I cannot work with you, then that's their problem. But trust me, even those people will think that you have some standards, you have some rules in place, and you're doing this professionally. One of the most important steps in increasing your sales is to get to know your customer profile well. Maybe you're thinking that, oh, I sell art, probably any age group can buy it, or any gender, it doesn't matter, but it's not like that. I want you to think about one ideal customer who would definitely buy your art. What kind of income they have, what status do they have, are they married or single, mostly female or male, which one would tend to buy your art more? Which age group are we talking about? 35, 65, 15? Where do they hang out? What do they like to do during the day? And how can you find them? How can you actually touch their lives in different ways? If you can reach them, if you can show your artwork to them, then they're definitely going to buy it. They're gonna say like, this was what I had been looking for. Maybe you're wasting your time right now reaching out to those people who are not interested in your art, and maybe that's why your sales are suffering. And final way to increase your sales, let's say you put your artwork up on different platforms such as Artfinder, ugallery.com, Etsy, etc. Putting your artwork there is not enough. You should also drive traffic there, and remember that customer profile. You should tell them also that you have an online store like this. If you are selling your artwork online, you need to be careful about your keywords, your description, and also your headings, because of course the pictures are very important, the photographs of your artwork are really, really important, but also the description, the headline, and also the keywords that you are choosing when you're uploading your photos need to match, so that you can be found on those platforms. When we talked about platforms, there are two types of them, one of them for original artwork and the other one for the prints of your artwork. And if you want to know more about these platforms, you can just click on this video and see how you can sell your originals and which platform will be the best choice for you. Keep on moving on.